Warning, this is not for children. What you're about to hear is real, or close enough to be dangerous. Most people are safe in this world, because they are blind to what lives in the dark. Shadows don't hunt those who ignore them. But the moment you become aware, you become prey. This is not a story. This is a handbook, a guide written by a man who learned how to hide his humanity from the creatures that watch us every night. They call it the Handbook for the Study of the Unknown. And Chapter 1 begins with a warning. If you are listening, they already know. Before you go any further, you must understand this. Awareness is a signal. The moment you choose to learn about them, the shadows begin to listen. Most humans survive, because their minds reject the impossible. But those who study the darkness glow to it, like a beacon in the night. That is why this handbook does not begin with knowledge. It begins with protection. Before seeing the unseen, you must first hide what makes you human. And the first step is the bath. The bath only cleanses the body, but the ritual prepares the soul. Once you step forward, there is no undoing what comes next. You must be alone, doors locked, windows sealed, light reduced to a single flame. On the floor, a circle must be drawn large enough to hold your entire body. This circle is not for protection, it is an invitation. Outside it, the dark waits patiently. Inside it, something is about to be called by name. This is the point of no return. What you summon must be chosen carefully. Not all shadows are equal. Some are small, weak, drawn to movement like a cat to a mouse. Others are ancient, hungry, and dangerously aware. The handbook warns you. Choose wrong and it won't just watch you. A candle is placed to the north. A sacrifice waits in the south. And between them, you stand perfectly still. Because the moment the chant begins, the shadow begins to move. At first, nothing happens. The candle burns steady. The room stays silent. And that's when people make the mistake of thinking it failed. Then the shadow twitches. Not on the wall, not on the floor, inside the circle. It stretches, thickens, and pulls itself free, like something crawling out of your own soul. The handbook is clear. Do not speak. Do not run. Do not blink, because once it finishes forming, it knows exactly who called it. This is where most people fail. The shadow has formed. It breathes without lungs. It watches without eyes. And now, it waits. The handbook gives you one final choice. Step back, and the ritual ends. But the shadow will remember you. Or step forward, cross the line, and bind it to yourself forever. There is no third option, because hesitation is what feeds it. The moment you step inside the circle, the air turns heavy. Your shadow no longer follows you. It leans toward the thing in front of you. The handbook warns you, do not stop chanting. Do not look away, because the shadow is learning your shape, your breath, your hunger. The candle flickers, and for the first time, the darkness answers back. The shadow begins to struggle, not in fear, but in hunger. The handbook says this is the most dangerous moment. If you stop now, it will tear itself free, and you won't survive it. Your chant grows louder, your shadow grows darker, until suddenly, the room goes silent. The shadow no longer moves, and you realize it's no longer standing in front of you, it's standing inside you. When the ritual ends, nothing looks different. That's the trick. The handbook never promised power would feel powerful. The candle goes out, and yet, you can still see. Darkness bends around you. Faces in the shadows turn away, as if they no longer recognize you as prey. But something inside you is awake now. It listens when you breathe. It hungers when you do. And deep down, you know one truth the book warned about. You were never meant to be alone again. The handbook ends with a warning, not for the ritual, but for you. It says the shadow will protect you. It will hide you. It will keep the others away. But protection has a price. One night, you'll feel hungry when you're not supposed to be. One night, you'll notice your shadow moving before you do. And when that happens, it means the ritual never really ended. If you're listening right now and your room suddenly feels darker, don't panic. Just tell me one thing in the comments. Did your shadow move, or did you?